This gentleman over here is Bertie Lotto. He and his wife Janet are passionate members of this parish, and Bernie was involved really intricately in the build of this church, and he's been really involved in this project to try to raise enough money to be able to build on to our facility as well. So, Bernie?
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your donations to the capital campaign so far. And this appreciation comes directly from our dedicated 30-member fundraising committee. For those of you who are already given your support, you can relax, close your eyes, and maybe snooze for the next 15 minutes of my talk. I'm only kidding about the snoozing part, not the 15 minutes. This magnificent worship space and supporting facilities is a testament, first of all, to God above and Jesus here with us, and also to the dedication and monetary support that so many of you gave to our parish 16 years ago for our original fundraiser. We built what we could afford at the time, knowing that we would someday need to expand in order to furnish classrooms for religious education program and to add more office space and a multi-purpose facility to serve the ever-increasing number of parishioners. Something that is very important to keep in mind, we are not just doing this for the benefit of our individual selves. We are providing this for our own children and grandchildren. And even if it's a case for those of us who have no other family members here at Prince of Peace, then we must do this out of love for our friends and fellow parishioners, both in the present and future generations. When Holy Martyrs Church was built in 1883, I'm sure money was very tight as it is then as it is now, but they had a vision of providing a church for worship for many, many years, and I'm sure that they would have been thrilled to know that it held masses for 125 years. When Holy Trinity Church was built in Pine Grove in 1969, we built what we could afford, a very modest church with a social hall and religious education classrooms. It served us well and our children well. And the larger space also served the grieving family whose young son came back from Vietnam in a coffin shortly after church's dedication. So I only mention this church history because I want to impress upon you how we are all impacted by people who have sacrificed so much of themselves in the past, and how we can do the same for those who follow us. If you have not yet pledged to our building campaign, we ask you to consider a gift today. As with all great endeavors which seek to advance God's mission, this campaign invites us to be generous in order to achieve a positive impact for our current and our future community. If you need more time to consider your pledge decision, we invite you to pray about your sacrificial commitment to this important project. Next weekend, we invite you to participate in what we are calling Leadership Weekend by placing your pledge card into the collection basket. It is important that we know where we stand with each of you so that we are able to further develop more details of our construction and financing plans as soon as possible. And I have to let you know just what we had considered before in giving out gifts to you when your donation achieved a certain level, like they do on public TV. So something like a chicken dinner out with Deacon Jeff. But we weren't sure if people would consider that a gift or a punishment, so we got rid of it.
Thank you, Bernie, for your talk.
Yep.
We'll move on.
10 more minutes. And for those of you who have already pledged your $1 million or even your $100, again, thank you. But if you'd like to add to that pledge, we will certainly take it. We have no shame. There are extra pledge cards and campaign materials in the gathering space. And thank you so much for your patience, for listening to me, and God bless you.